Hey folks, welcome back to the mountain. I realize it's been a little while. You got shadow in your face. Been a while since we've done a video. It is winter time, so it's like dark when we get home from work. It's a little tough to make videos. Oh, that's better. The furnace stopped. So what we're going to do today is, a lot of you know we heat with wood. We have a wood-fired boiler here, and we let it burn out yesterday so we can clean it today. And today we're going to show you how to clean a Tarm Solo 30, which is what our wood-fired boiler is. It has a wood burning chamber and then the gasification chamber for second burn. And we'll show you all that. So today we're going to show you how to clean it. I'm still putting shadows in your face with the camera here. So we're going to get started cleaning this. We like to do this full clean at least once a month. The tubes in the back that you'll see they get kind of full of creosote and stuff. We got to clean them out. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works, and then we'll show you how we clean it. All right, so this is our Tarm T-A-R-M Solo Plus 30. This is our gas fire. Can you see it okay in the camera?
Only a little bit of half of it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So this is the firebox here. You can see it's kind of dirty. We're going to clean that out too. And then there's a fan that blows down. And once we close the damper, which we can show you, we get a second burn down here. And once it's burning, we'll show you that. And then the heat and the flames go straight back. And then after they go back, what happens is they're over here. I'm going to open up the damper. And then they're down in here. Can you see what you're looking at?
I can see the cover.
All right. So we open this up. It's just got 4 wing nuts on it. The system has been fantastic. We open this up. Sorry it's taking so long. One more wing nut and then we'll take the cover off.
It'd probably be better stepping up on the wood box.
Alright, so let me take this cover off. Now normally, I guess we can close the damper. That's the damper right there. I'll close that. So what happens is with that damper open, the heat and everything comes straight out and goes out the chimney, which is right down there. There's the chimney right there, and that goes right out the chimney. So with the damper closed, the heat comes up these pipes here. There's a water jacket surrounding those pipes, and that's what heats the water for the house. And as you can see, these are kind of dirty, and we get creosote down inside them like that. So we got to clean all that out, and we'll clean all this stuff out around here. So I got to go get my brush, and then I'll clean it.
Oh.
Okay, so now we're going to take our brush here. This brush is the same diameter as those pipes. So we're going to clean out those pipes. I also like to take it and I go around these a little bit. I get all the loose stuff off. You can see there's a lot of creosote built up around here. In here, I just kind of reach in, I grab anything that's loose. I am wearing rubber gloves, not because anything's dangerous or hazardous, it's just really dirty. I got it. Alright, now I'm going to start on the pipes. Get on the first one. I just run my brush up and down a bunch of times. I turn it a little bit. Each time I go back down. So the dirtier these pipes get, the longer it takes to heat up the water, because there's more for the heat to get through it. So you keep them clean and the water gets hotter faster. This is an awesome system. We really like it. We have a rather large house here, and it keeps we get to heat our whole house and our hot water all winter long using the system. Right now you can hear the oil fire boiler in the background. We don't like to use that one. It's just, oil's expensive. The wood, we do our own firewood. We cut it off the property. We cut it, split it, stack it ourselves. So it basically just costs us time to do our firewood.
And sore muscles.
Anything you'd like to add, honey? Go right ahead.
Not right at the moment. Just trying to keep it honed in on you.
We're going to just keep cleaning these pipes, or tubes as they're called. Not really pipes, they call them tubes. You can tell by all the creosote, that's where the fire comes up through. The fan just pulls it up through. And when we get it all lit, we'll show you how we light it and what the gasification looks like in the bottom. That won't be in real time. I might even speed up this part for you because this is kind of boring. Alright, so now what I gotta do, I'm gonna get my shop vac and we're gonna clean all this out with a shop vac.
Go.
Alright, so now we got our shop vac. We're gonna go ahead and vacuum this out. It's gonna be a little loud, you won't be able to hear what I'm saying, so enjoy. Or maybe you will, I don't know. Now I go down in the tubes. Alright, so now we can put the cover back on. As you can see, this has gaskets like any normal wood stove type gasket. This one is kind of worn. We'll be replacing this before next winter, but it should last fine for the rest of this winter. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on, cover up this chamber here. I'll make sure that all my wires and cables are out from under it. And then we'll just put our 4 wing nuts back on. And I only see 3. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Phew. That was close. That would have really stunk. Joey found it in case you missed that.
I'm the finder of things.
So, those of you who've been following us know about my right hand and my fingers. As you can see, I have somewhat use of them now. I've been using my left hand for a lot of things the past month. Now I'm in physical therapy trying to get my full use of my fingers back. There was no tendon damage. There is some nerve damage. Everything's healing up nicely though. And I'm in physical therapy trying to get full use of my fingers back. You see I can't quite curl them all the way. Close, but not quite. So.
And it doesn't quite straighten out like it used to either, the first one.
And they're kind of sore when I do stuff. That's why I'm doing a lot of things with my left hand still. So that's that part is done. It's cleaned out there. Now we're going to clean out the firebox and then the second burn box.
I am on video.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and clean out the firebox and the second burn chamber. So we go around the front. And once again, the firebox is this top door. So if you take a peek in there, you'll see we got a bunch of ashes and stuff in there. So we're going to clean all that out really nicely. Now the creosote on the sides and stuff, I don't worry about that. I don't really care about that. That'll all just burn up eventually. But we're going to go ahead and clean out. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. Well, I'll try to stay out of the way as much as I can. Just scoop that in this little ash box. Now, this system was already in the house when we moved in, which is really nice because we had talked about getting a system like this, and then this house already had one. So, I got a little piece of 2x4 I use here to scrape the ashes from the front end into the back because I can't get this shovel down in there. So I just kind of stick it in there. And just push the stuff towards the back from the front. And that gets all cleaned out there. This is just a normal fireplace shovel. Once upon a time we had a house with a fireplace. It was really just for aesthetics because we lived in Austin, Texas at the time. And we bought fireplace tools. And since then we've been using them for wood stoves instead. So I'm just going to scoop all this stuff out. If I'm not doing a big clean, I'll leave a bunch of them black coals in there because those will heat up and turn red and become fire eventually. That big one I'm probably just going to leave in there. But all this small stuff I'll scoop out. All right, so if you look in there now, you'll see that's a lot cleaner than what it was. We got a lot of the stuff out of there. Kind of shows in the back there. So that's all cleaned out there nicely. So now we're going to go ahead and do the bottom. Now, if you notice, this box fits nicely under this door here. This is actually part of the system. It came with it. Now, this special tool came with it. It's a large pipe and it's got this flat flange on the bottom that reaches inside and cleans things out nicely. The thing I'm going to clean out is this little cement tunnel here because I just pushed a bunch of stuff into it from up top. So I'm going to clean that out, and this flange fits perfectly in there because it's made for it. All right, so now if you look down through here, that goes all the way back there. It goes back a few feet. And that's where the bottom of where them tubes are. And the tubes in the back of this are the bottom of them tubes. So a lot of ash and stuff gets back in there. So I got to push this all the way in back. And then I drag it and it pulls all that ash out. And I do it on both sides of that tunnel. That tunnel just goes back like a foot. And we'll show you the top of that in a minute. You'll be able to see it. So there. I just finished cleaning all this out of here. We can close the secondary burn chamber. You can see that the tunnel's all nice and clean now. And now if you look back inside the burn chamber, you'll see that slot down there. That is that tunnel that I just showed you. So the fire burns in here. There's a fan that sucks everything down, and it goes down through that, comes out the front of that tunnel and to the back. And we'll show you how all that works in a bit. So right now we're going to get this thing ready to fire up. So we're going to get it loaded up.
Yes, I'm filming.
Just getting some kindling ready. This is leftover stuff from the sawmill. So we use this to start our fires with. It's nice and fine. It's all dry. It starts really quick. Alright, so you look inside, we got some crumpled up newspaper in there. Then we're going to throw a little bit of cardboard in there. And to get rid of our trash, we use cardboard. So here's a pizza box. We'll just tear up half a pizza box, put that in there. Okay, now we're going to throw some of this kindling in there, this pine. And before I light it, I'm going to put a couple small pieces of hardwood on it. A couple little pieces, so as it lights up, those will start too. Alright, now if you remember I showed you the damper in the back. If we open that damper, then what happens is instead of the heat and the fire going down, it goes straight out that damper and right out the chimney. Also open up for the secondary, get a little more air in there. Then we turn on the fan. Fan's running. And start the fire. I just start the newspaper on fire. We shouldn't need the light to see in there anymore. And there you go, it's starting. So we let that catch and burn. I'll throw some more hardwood. And then what we do is we watch for the temperature of the chimney to get up to about 600 degrees or so. And once that reaches about 600 degrees, then we can throw some more wood in there and really get the fire going. And then we can show you what gasification is. So for now, we're just going to let that sit, and then we'll be back when we're ready.
There you go.
Alright, so as you can see, we got it full over the wood now. We made it 600 degrees, we filled it up nicely. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and close the fire door. We're going to turn down the secondary air down to our run position. It's about halfway open. we're going to close the damper. So now the fan is forcing air down below the secondary chamber, and
Wow.
shut the light off. And then you can see the gasification where it's coming out of there. You can see the flame coming down, it's shooting out, and it's going to the back now. And that's how we heat the water, is through that. It's a really cool system. It's a great system. As you can see, the longer that's closed, the more it's going, the more flame is coming out and heading towards the back. The more the better, because that'll heat up the water, which heats up our house. So now we're going to go ahead and close this door so it doesn't suck cool air in there. So now everything is burning good. I know we got into the coal there. We'll just put that down on the floor. Let that burn out. So now what happens is, so right now the oil boiler is still firing. So when our water temperature gets to, it's about 140 degrees, that black mark right down in there. It's about 140 degrees. Then this system will take over from the oil-fired boiler. So then this system will be heating the house. Now on top of that, not only does it heat the water for the house, but we have two 300-gallon storage tanks here for water. So it heats up this water here. And then once this comes up to temperature, then this heats the house. Then we actually, that doesn't have to be running as long as the water in here stays above 120 degrees. At the moment, our water here is 112 since we shut this down yesterday. Actually, we never lit it yesterday, so it's from the day before. And it's still at 112 degrees. So once this comes up to temperature, then it'll run off this, and we don't even need that running till this gets below 120 degrees. It's a fantastic system. We absolutely love it. It's been phenomenal for us. It saved us a lot of money in heating oil because our wood is just, it's our time and our sweat to get our wood. So this thing's running now. It'll probably take another 30 minutes or so for this to come up to operating temperature. And then this will be heating our house. And as it does that, it'll be heating the water in the tanks. And then we'll be fine there. We'll probably have to fill this one more time tonight, and then we won't have to fill it again till tomorrow, and we'll be good. So that's about it from the mountain for today, folks. Hope you like this. I have not seen another video online of how to clean and operate a Tarm gasification oil-fired wood-fired boiler. So I thought I'd do one. Maybe it'll help someone, maybe it won't. Once again, we love our system. So subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, like our videos, tell your friends and neighbors about it, and once again, as always, God bless.